We back, we back, we back again. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back again. Again. Get ready tonight. Girl, gonna make this a night to remember. Get ready tonight. Girl, gonna make this a night to remember. Hey, so look, we back once again. Once again. This is the third time I've gone live today. This has got to be a record. I normally do not go live this much, but we had a lot of different topics to discuss, and I wanted to kind of hear y'all opinion about Rich Paul and the Jordan shoe. Right? I'm gonna let y'all come on in here first. Hey, Charlie X, man, I appreciate it. And I appreciate the Cash App donation you sent me, boss. That's love, brother. I appreciate you a ton, man. That mean a lot to me, man, all the way. Um, Cornell, man, I appreciate you. That's love, man. Oh, so we got to talk about Rich Paul's comments about the Jordan shoe and who helped, like how much of the influence of the Jordan shoe was because of Michael Jordan and how much was attributed to the Dope Boys, right? So I'm gonna let the audience build up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go into what Rich Paul said, and I'm gonna go into what I believe as well, and I'm gonna go into the backlash that Rich Paul is getting to, right? So, like for real, and we gonna talk about it. Mm-hmm. I made a video and I'm gonna post the video. I reiterated my point several times in the video. I'm gonna post the video after I get off live. I made a video about this whole conversation. But we're gonna get to it. I wanna give me like 1 minute. I'm gonna let the audience build up a little bit. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come on in, please. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm. If y'all hit the like button while y'all come on in here. Like say you still on my I'm on a seat in the bathroom, man. This a wide bathroom for real. So yeah, man. I'm just sitting here. It's the best lighting I got at my mama crib, so it's gonna have to work for now. Viral Industries, what's up with you? What's happening? So look, all right, we're gonna get into it. Give me 1 more minute. 1 more minute, because I wanna be able to build the audience up before I start talking about things. Because I know people come about flush and wash your hands. You crazy. Chris, what's happening? We're gonna get into what Rich Paul said about the Jordan shoe and all of that. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I just want to see. A lot of times I try to wait a little bit because people gonna come in at like the 30-minute mark and be like, what we talking about? What we talking about? After I done went through the whole topic already. And YouTube doesn't do a good job of letting people know I'm live. They don't do a good job at telling people I'm live or whatever. So like, I don't know why. He kind of right, but it was just black people, period. Now that's a fact though. So like, let's get into it. Rich Paul sits down with Max Kellerman, and they're talking about the Jordan shoe, right? And Rich Paul says not everybody wore the Jordan shoe because of Michael Jordan. He said half of the people wore the shoe because of Mike, because they wanted to be like Mike, because that Be Like Mike campaign was like none other, right? But then he said the other half of people wanted to wear the shoe because they saw Max with the BMW and the pretty girl having a shoe on. And when he says Max with the BMW and the pretty girl, he's talking about the Dope Boys having a shoe. And he said certain people seeing the Dope Boys had a shoe it made other people want to wear the shoe too, right? Now, there's a lot of people that feel like, yo, this is a slight to Michael Jordan when he says not everybody wanted to wear the shoe because of Mike. This is a way to denigrate him. This is a way to belittle him. And I understand why people would think that, especially when they hear him say half of the people wanted to wear the shoe because of Mike, right? But there's truth to what he's saying. Let's be honest. The dope boys, the B-boys, they created sneaker culture, not the athletes, not the kids in suburban America. The dope boys created sneaker culture. And if we saying they didn't, that's a lie, in my opinion. You know, especially as it pertains to the Jordan shoe. The Jordan shoe was so expensive, a lot of people couldn't afford that shoe at all. And it became a luxury item that not everybody in the hood could have. For real. And we know that. The dope boys could have the shoe because they was pitching that stuff on the block like Nolan Ryan. So they could afford the shoe. But they knew Jamal in the projects, he couldn't get this shoe. Daryl over here in Cabrini Green, he can't get that shoe. I can get it though, because I'm selling that stuff. And when other kids saw the dope boy in the hood with the shoe, they say, damn, I want to have that shoe too. Because the dope boy, he got the pretty girl. He getting all the attention. Everybody stopping him, asking him, man, where you got that heat on your feet, man? Where you get that shoe from? People trying to have conversations with him because he got the shoes on. It was the Jordan shoe became a status symbol in the neighborhoods we come from. Honestly, man, because the shoe was so expensive that not everybody could have them. And black folks love something that not everybody in the hood could have. Black folks love something that not everybody in the hood could have. You know? So they knew, yo, like, oh my God, dope boy got the shoe, he got the girls, everybody stopping him. I want to have that shoe too. Right? Now, there were some people, the Be Like Mike campaign, the Mars Blackman commercials. It was people that wanted to wear the shoe because of Mike, hands down. That's a fact. That Be Like Mike campaign was for real. If I could be like Mike. But it was some people that wore the shoe. Like the dope boys had the shoe on. Some of them because of Michael Jordan, and they like some of them because some of them could hoop. But it was some of them that was just like, I want to wear this shoe because everybody can't have it. And it's some people like, I gotta have that shoe so I can be the topic of conversation. If I got that Jordan shoe, I'm the topic of the conversation in the hood. Because most of everybody in the hood can't get the shoe. You said by the time the Jordan 3s came out, that's when dope boys finally wore the shoe. Yeah, I'm sure. Right. Definitely. But what I'm saying is at some point, the Jordan shoe became popular with the dope boys. You know what I'm saying? And so it was some people that was like 80% of because of Mike and 20% of fashion. Yes. I would say today that percentage is even, like, it might be even. These kids today don't know they can't tell you about none of Michael Jordan's greatest moments. Kids today don't wear the shoe because of Michael Jordan. They wear it because it's a status symbol, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, right? Like, it's a real status symbol. So they don't know nothing about Michael Jordan. They're not even connected to Mike. They just know this shoe is fly. It's fly as hell, and it costs a lot of money. Everybody can't get it. So if I got this shoe, I'm the man on the block. I'm the man on the block regardless. And that's really what it is today. It's a fly shoe, and it costs a lot of money where everybody cannot get it. That's for real. And the dope boys made sneaker. They created sneaker culture. They created that sneakerhead culture for real. The dope boys, the B-boys did. You know, so I get where Rich is coming from. Now, I think people said he was hating when he said half of the people wear because of Mike and half because of the dope boys. Right? Some would say that percentage, they don't like that percentage. You say half. Are you trying to discount Michael Jordan's effect on selling shoes? In certain people's mind, yeah, Cornell, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't wear Jordans for real. The only Jordans I had, I don't know the numbers. I don't know none of that, bro. Because my mom and my daddy could not afford to keep up with them shoes like that. And so I made a conscious decision. I want a pair of shoes that's gonna match every fit I got. So I always wore all white Air Force Ones, some black Nikes, and then I will wear Tims. Cause I knew, like, if you get a certain pair of Jordans, they could only match a certain outfit. How many fits? Me knowing my mama and my daddy ain't got a whole lot of money, I if I get that pair of Jordan, I know it's only gonna go with one fit. I gotta wear these. I gotta figure out how to mix and match my fit with shoes all year. So I gotta make a conscious decision. I can't go for that Jordan shoe that's $300, $275. No, we're gonna get the Air Force Ones, get a black pair of Nikes. Black pair of Nikes and white pair of Air Force Ones. And then for Christmas, by the time the winter come around, I'm gonna get the Tims, right? That's how it was. So every Jordan shoe I had came from my homie Kiefer Sykes. Came from my homie Kiefer. My homie Kiefer gave me the joy because he was a sneakerhead, right? And him being a hooper, he had access to all the shoes. So we wore the same size. So Kiefer would give me, I don't know the difference between the 4s, the 6s, I don't know none of that. I'm just being real. I don't know. Because I never was a sneakerhead. Because I knew my mom and them couldn't afford to keep up with all that stuff. When I was in high school, the Jordan shoe was such a luxury item that if you was only getting the new Jordans for Christmas, they was talking about you. See, y'all can only get the Jordan shoe on Christmas. Y'all can only get the Jordan. We call them mics in Chicago. You can only get the mics on Christmas. You can't get them year round like I can. You only get the mics on your birthday. You can't get them like I can. You know what I'm saying? That was a real thing, man. Say hit the Cash App and support the show. That's love, Chris. Tell them. Hit the Cash App and support the show. That's love. My boy Chris showing love with that, man. That's love, man. So the Jordan shoe became larger. It became like wearing Louis Vuitton, and it became like wearing Louis Vuitton and Gucci to a certain degree, right? So yeah, there is truth to what Rich was saying. And again, I remember when we talk about the dope boys effect on the shoe, because again, the dope boys having it, a lot of times they was one of the only ones that could really afford a lot of them shoes a lot of times. Outside of Christmas, outside of the holiday season, right? Outside of the holiday season, the dope boys was the only ones that really could afford it all year round for real in the hood. And people would see the reaction that the dope boys would get by wearing them shoes. Shit, people that would never like for real. If you had the Jordan shoe on in school, it's people that would never talk to you ever would say something to you because you got them shoes on your feet. Girls that ain't never spoke to you might say something. Oh, I see you got the Jordans on. Oh, you got the Jordans on. It's dudes that never spoke to you in your life. Be like, damn, you got them Jordans on. Okay, I see you. They ain't never spoke to you in your life. When Kiefer gave me Jordans, it was like a neon. It was like, I got to show y'all the pair of Jordans I got at the house, right? It was a certain color of Jordans. I remember I had this Jordan shoe on that my homie Kiefer gave to me. People would stop me and be like, boy, you got that heat on your feet, boy. You got that heat on your feet. It's some people that crave that type of attention. They crave, like if you wear this shoe, you're going to get stopped on the street. You're going to be the dude with the it factor. You got the shoe on. And they saw the dope boys getting all the attention with the shoe on. They're like, I want to be like that dude. Look, he getting stopped and flagged down because he got the shoe on, all of that. Like, that was an influencing factor to see them. The dude with the Dayton's on his car. Dude driving a box Chevy, he pull up with it on. Like, man, he cool as hell. He got the shoe on. He cool. Everybody in the hood love him. The girls love him. He wear that shoe. I want to have that shoe on too. He got it. Shit, he coming up here with the he looking like he riding with the Dayton's on his car like Kane in Minister Society. You know? So yeah, I do believe Spike Lee, yes, Spike Lee in the Mars Blackman commercials, the Be Like Mike campaign made the shoe. That Be Like Mike campaign is for real. It's all the way for real without question. All the way. So yeah, that influenced people to wear the shoe too. But what Rich was saying was half the people wore the shoe to be like Mike, but then there was the other half of people that saw the Dope Boys with it on and was like, I want to have it. I need to have it because he got it on too. And I think that's a real thing because, again, the Jordan shoe, man, it became bigger than Michael Jordan. Because the kids they don't know nothing about Mike today. They wear them shoes, though, because it's become a status symbol. It's fly, and it's a status symbol now to have them shoes. None of these kids can tell you about when Jordan switched hands midair. They don't know about 63 in Boston Garden. They don't know about him putting up 69. They don't know about the shot of a Craig Elo or Brian Russell. They don't know when he dunked on Dikembe Mutombo and Wade finger wagged them. None of that. They don't know nothing about none of that. They don't know Michael Jordan averaging 28 his rookie year. They have no idea about none of that stuff. They don't know about going base when he went baseline and act like he's going to go this way, turn that way, and came around and dunked. They don't have no connection to none of that. But they wear their shoe because they know their shoe is popular. They know their shoe is a status symbol. They know the shoe is flying, and if you got it on, hey man, you gonna get praised for having the shoe on. So yeah, man. You're right. Some of them might know about it, but they ain't connected to it like that. Everybody made Jordans popular. Kids, adults, older people, athletes, and regular people like us. Yeah, I think like so I do think that the Dope Boys had an influence on the shoe being as big as it is. I do agree with that. Said right, the connection is lost through generations. Yeah, but the shoe is always going to be popular, man, because now it's etched in the culture now to have the Jordan. The Jordan is etched in culture now. It's like Louis Vuitton and Gucci. If you want to be the star of the show, you wanna be the it girl, the it dude, you have them shoes on. You know how many girls I know that don't know nothing about basketball, that sneakerheads and want to wear the Jordan shoe? They don't know nothing about no basketball, but they know their shoe is popular. It's all Rich and LeBron been campaigning for to better than Jordan every attempt. I can see why people would think Rich was trying to slight Mike, but Rose Ball, I do think the Dope Boys, some of the Dope Boys helped make that shoe popular too. For real. Cause Rose, Dope Boys, they created sneaker culture. The Dope Boys did. I do, you know what I'm saying? So I do feel like why would people feel like, oh, he coming at Mike? He trying, when he say he said half of them wear it because of Mike. They like, that's a 50, only 50%. They're trying to slight them. They trying to slight them. So LeBron trying to make the LeBrons popular to wear. He did it with the South Beaches, but after that, yeah, I don't know how well the LeBron shoe does with Nike. I don't know. I really, again, I'm not a shoe head, so I don't even know like what is the popular Nike shoe to wear. I really don't know. So yeah, he said, of course, but I see this for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? See, there's a lot of people gonna say, "Hey, Rich trying to slight Mike." He's trying to slight Mike when he's saying that. But yeah, I do believe that there were some people that wore the shoe because the Dope Boys on the block had it. And the Dope Boys on the block got all the attention. They was the head turners. You know what I'm saying? And their shoe became a status symbol. If you had that shoe on, you was the one like Neo in the you was the one like Neo in the Matrix for real. He said best basketball. Same here. I'm not a sneakerhead. I pretty much wear and yeah, I just like I said, I never got into sneakerhead culture because I just knew my people my mom and them couldn't afford to be buying me all them different Jordans. And I knew I had to match my fits. I had like, again, if you got these certain color of shoes, them red Jordans only gonna go with only so many things. And my mama couldn't afford. My mom and my daddy can't keep saying my mama. My mom and my dad, they couldn't afford to just keep buying me. Okay, we gonna get you the green Jordan. We gonna get you the black Jordan. We get you the white one. Nah. I like my start. And see, if you had start, and that's the thing too. In the hood, the Jordan shoe became a status symbol because not everybody could afford it, right? The Starberries and the Shaq shoes never got popular because it was affordable for everybody to have. Black folks be want to feel like I spent $400 on this just to be like, in words, you ain't up on this. And the Jordan shoe was never gonna be at a discounted rate. Hell no. That shoe was gonna be 250, 225, 275. Them shoes gonna be expensive like that. And Jordan ain't budging on them prices. And again, so it helped it to become a status symbol. That Starberry shoe was never gonna be popular because everybody could get them. And people say it just wasn't fly. It could have been flyer than a helicopter. If the shoe was too affordable for everybody to get it, it was never gonna move like it was supposed to move. Because everybody could be like, everybody got those. I want something nobody else can get. I like the foam posit shoe. Them foam posits high as hell. Foam posits be $300. I remember I got a refund, my refund check in college. I was about to get some. And I said, man, I'm not spending that much money on that shoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not spending that much money on no phone. Phone pods about 300 something. I'm a 300 something dollars. I said, no, I can't do that now. That's just too crazy for me. That's just too crazy. Said foam so ugly and overpriced. I like the foam, so I like certain foam shoes. See, that's why I gotta go to eBay. Yeah, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So yeah, I do believe that yeah, I do believe that some people wore the shoes because the dope boys had them on. And the dope boys, hey, they had a certain type of flair and attention that everybody else wasn't getting. Damn, I want to be like dude. Dude got the girl on his arm. He got the Dayton's on his car. He in that box Chevy. Hey, he got it. I need to get the shoes he got so I can feel like I'm him. Said, man, I'm looking at these comments. Some of y'all must have had some big ass closets as kids. I was a youngster coming up in DC. It was like every dope boy had on Jordans and polo. Boy, the Jordan and polo combination with the Jordans and camo shorts and shit. Oh man, what? Brothers was doing all of that, man. Jordans 11s are the best to me. I told y'all I don't know what. No, only thing I can identify is the Jordan 1s. That's it. I don't know what the 4s is, the 3s are, the 6s, the 10s, the 9s. I don't know none of that. I have to look all that up on the computer because I wasn't a sneakerhead and I just, what Kanye say? Plus, he had the spinners from the Dayton's in his hand, keys in his hand, reason again, and let you know he's the man. See, I'm gonna have to put you on game, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna have to do it, bro. Because I have the slightest clue. I got some Jordans at my house from my boy Kiefer. I don't know what number they are. People be like, them the phones? I'll be like, I don't know. Them the threes? I don't know. Them the sixes? I have no clue. I don't know. I'll be like, my homie gave me these, bro. I don't know nothing about none of this. I don't. So what is the highest? What is I know Jordan is the highest selling Nike shoe. What's the other highest selling Nike shoes they out that's out right now? Ninth grade is when I started getting into shoes and clothes, plus the girls. Yeah, I get you. D said I had some Jordan 11s. I wore them twice, and that was it. Kobe's. The Kobe's are the most popular shoe. I remember the Kyrie Nike, right? Kyrie's. I remember the KD shoes. Popping. Kobe's. I mean, yeah, Air Force Ones for sure. Yeah. I ain't like them Kobe Bryant Adidas shoes though. I seen them. I was like, oh hell no. I ain't like them Kobe Bryant Adidas ones though. I thought them shoes was hideous, boy. See, I remember Curry had some ugly shoes back a while back. Then I like the Nike Cortez though. I used to like them. They had some Nike Santa Cruz or something like that. I remember I had one of the pair of them before. What's the Crazy Eights? What's that? I don't know what that is. Crazy Eights. I don't know what that is. Curry signed in a Nike song. Is he? Nike be throwing out that bag, boy. I know LeBron got a lifetime contract with Nike. Said Kobe Adidas. Okay, got you. Yes. I know Michael Jordan lifetime Nike. He said Rich Paul going crazy with that statement, but he's not lying though. Yeah, I mean, if you from inner city America, like inner cities, you seen them dope boys, and my uncle and them would tell you them dope boys came around with it. Cause I called my uncle and asked him. He was like, he ain't lying though. Like that motherfucker, that dude come around with that box Chevy. He get out that box Chevy, boy. What? With them chains on his neck, that damn that page on his hip. He had that watch on his wrist. Motherfucker come around with come around with a 600 Benz. Come around with a Benz and get out with them Jordans on. Like that motherfucker got them Jordans, boy. Who was the best player you played against in the city when you hooped? I didn't hoop like on a high school level, but I can tell you who I watched that was the best players I watched coming up in Chicago. Um, I mean Derrick Rose, 100%. Watching Derrick was crazy. Like I'm talking about Derrick in high school, like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year at semi high. Um, Anthony Davis, phenomenal. Wayne Blackshear went to my high school. McDonald's All American, played for Rick Pitino at Louisville. Um, Ryan Boatwright was starting guard at UConn, University of Connecticut. Won a national championship with Shabazz Napier. Hey, my cousin up in here, man. What's the word, cuz? Hold on. If y'all are into gaming, my cousin Nat Turner SL. You know what I'm saying? My cousin up in here, man. My cousin be getting busy on like Call of Duty, GTA, all of that, man. What's the word, cuz? Tim Hardy, I'm too young to watch Tim. My uncles never could tell you about Tim. Yeah. Oh man, cuz I appreciate the membership, family. What's the word? My cuz got the membership, man. Hey, look, so my father, I mean his father, my uncle, come through the chat sometime, man. I appreciate you, cuz. How you feeling? I'm feeling good, cuz. I can't lie. I'm all good. How y'all feeling? So Jabari Parker, Jabari won 4 straight state titles. Trying to think. Who else? Yeah, Tim older than me, so I'm trying to think who I watched. Kendrick Nunn, K Nunn was tough. Uh, yeah, right. The one that be talking about boxing, right? That's his son that's in here right now. My uncle that be talking about boxing, that's his son in the comments right now. My cousin. But who else? My homie Keith Sykes. Keith always had that shit, boy. Keith, my homie Kiefer was the one. Kiefer, the only one I know out of all them dudes that averaged 20 in college. My homie Kiefer Sykes averaged a dub, legit 20 points a game in college. Was nice at Horizon League, University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Sykes was 5'9". Nah, he wasn't 5'9". He was 6 feet. I'm 5'9". Keith taller than me. I'm 5'9" and a half. Keith was inches taller than me. Keith legit 6 feet. He could jump out the gym too. He said Pop's uncle is a wise man. He is for sure. Keith legit 6 feet, but he could jump out the gym. Jerome Randall, Jerome was tough. Jerome was tough. Iman, a McDonald's All-American, Iman Shumpert. So there's a lot of guys that came through Chicago that was doing a Pat Bev. A lot of dudes that came through that era. You said Keeper was the truth. Let him have been a little bit taller, he wouldn't have been in the league. Would have been in the league. Yeah, man. Kiefer came through at a time when the small guard was overlooked. Now, like, this is not the era of the small guard. Now they want you to be 6'4", 6'5" point guards. Oh, Shannon Brown, 100%. Shannon Brown, 100%. Shannon was at Proviso East in Maywood, Illinois. He was playing around the same time my cousin Jerrod Young was in high school. Shannon was phenomenal. Shannon was jumping like it was a damn jetpack on his back. That's how Shannon was jumping. And then there was a dude named Sean Dockery. Sean Dockery went to Duke. He became a role player at Duke, but he went to Julian High School. Sean went to the wrong school because they turned him into a role player. Sean was cold. Sean was cold. So there's a lot of different hoopers, man, that came through the city. But anyway, man, like, hell on, man, cuz what you on? Cause yeah, Kevin Garnett came through. He did a year at Farragut High School on the west side. Farragut High School for sure. So he said, appreciate the answers. Yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love. It's all love. I watched the old Chicago Hoops episodes on YouTube. Eddie Curry, Will Bynum, and Sean Dockery. Yeah, Will the Thrill. Will was the. Y'all naming all the Chicago Hoopers, man. He said, I'm in here, cuz I was happy to catch your live stream, man. Hey, cuz, I know you got the little one. I know you got the new baby at the house. Do you got time to pop on real quick and just say something to the audience? If I drop the link, if not, it's all good because I know you got the new baby at the house. So your Bears are going to get that work next week. We gonna see about it. What Nipsey say on Stuck in the Grind? We catch y'all on All-Star Weekend. We'll see about it. We see about it. Don't let my Bears win next week. You're not going to hear the end of me. You can join on your phone. Hold on, I'm finna drop the link in real quick, cuz. Cuz, click that link. You can get on the phone, click that link, and then I can bring you up. Every time I see my boy Zero. Praise be to Allah. Every Mike Tyson say that. That's one of my favorite clips ever. What about the Bulls? Did I say the Bulls on accident? The Bears. I don't know if you can see the link, cuz, but yeah, just click the link that I left in the chat, and then I can bring you up. It was so hilarious. I had to pick this name. My style is, I always love that. My style is infectious. Hello, and my cousin coming through.
Hey,
What's the word? Quarter
cuz
bird.
oh, what it do, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
Man, good, 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 man. Appreciate you bringing me on, man. Look, to all the viewers, man, to everybody watching, man, this big cuz of me. I'm
Yeah,
talking about growing up, the man. You hear me, the smoothest dude you ever met in the world. And
that,
on top of being the smoothest dude you ever met in the world, man, I love my cousin because not only was he a smooth dude, ladies loved him. He had good male friends that loved him. But man, he was a straight A student through everything, man, which inspired me to continue to strive scholastically and be the best I could at everything, man. So y'all talking to a real legend, man, a real legend that's real humble about it. He give praise to a lot of other folks, man, but you know what I'm saying? I've been able to accomplish a lot of great things in my life because I had a big cousin that showed me the ways before I did that. So Malcolm, man, we're gonna give you your flowers. Where everybody watching, man, to say I love you, cuz man, I appreciate
all love, Cuzzo, man. I appreciate you.
you. Yeah, man.
That's some beautiful words, man. Like I say,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like y'all inspire me too, man. Some of y'all might not know I'm the oldest grandson of the bunch, so like,
Hmm.
my cousins, man. I'm proud of all you how y'all been moving as adults, as fathers, and all of that's beautiful, beautiful to watch, man. So
Man, I
I
appreciate you,
appreciate the
cuz.
love, cuz. So look, let me just say this too. I ain't gonna, we get on surface level. My cousin was in the Navy.
Yep, yep, yep.
How many years you was in the Navy, cuz?
7.5, almost 8 years.
7.5 years, man.
Hmm.
And I remember when you was in the Navy doing your thing. They had you in the narration for the
Yep, I was a voice of Navy and Marine Corps. Yep, so I did the commercials. The United States Navy, the United States Marine Corps. I did them for some years too. So yeah, yeah,
Hey, when you do
yeah,
that voice, we be like, oh shit.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. So no, cuz so first, let me just say this. Like I said, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
Um, you made the family proud all the way through and through with that. I
I
used to say
appreciate it,
my cousin
Cuzzo.
is in Annapolis, in the
Yep,
naval,
yep,
in the
yep.
naval. It was the Naval Academy, right? In
Yes,
Annapolis.
sir. Went from enlisted Navy. So I started off as an aviation ordnanceman, used to build and assemble bombs. From there, had a deployment operation at Inherent Resolve. I was all over the Middle East for a while. Did such a good job on some of our combat missions when a lot of our superior officers didn't step up. Barack Obama gave me a mission, told me you gotta go become an officer. Enlisted will not be your ceiling. We need to make you an officer. Sent me to the number one public school in the nation, that was the United States Naval Academy, class of 21. So it was a good time, man. I was very blessed to be able to go through there and accomplish a lot of great things.
In Annapolis, Maryland, correct?
Yep, Annapolis, Maryland. Yes, sir.
Remember that movie Tyrese was in called Annapolis?
Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
movie?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So,
Ain't as accurate as you would want it to be, but it's Annapolis. Annapolis
okay,
was about a Naval Academy, yeah, for sure.
got you. So, now that you out of the military, well, you were always into gaming.
Correct.
Uncle, your dad was always like a heavy gamer. We always be around Uncle playing Halo
Hmm.
back in the day and all of
Right.
that. And then you transitioned into being a Call of Duty. Like I remember I had you on the channel, I was recording you play, and people in the comments like that's big Nat. They knew you from
Hmm.
gaming, right?
That's fire.
So what's your game? What is the first of all, you do the PC gaming, right?
Correct. I strictly game on PC now. Yep. That's the big like desktops like this. The real big tower desktops. So
Yeah,
I blame it on. Yep.
got you. So what do you mostly play?
Um, Mostly right now, man, Call of Duty disappointed me. I haven't been on Call of Duty a lot lately, but
Okay.
Call of Duty was one of my main games. Grand Theft Auto was a big game that I started to play a lot because I built the server with T Grizzy. I know you know about that because I built that server with him. And then I started building everybody's Grand Theft Auto server. And then from there, now I'll be playing. It's a game called Deadlock and it's a game called Arc Raiders. Man, that joint the truth.
You see?
It's like a looter shooter extraction game. It's pretty dope. I really like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah. So my homie Charlie said you built that PC yourself.
Yep, I build a lot of these PCs. I have a PC company called Paradox Customs. Man, we do a lot of little stuff, man. Let me see. Can I flip my camera around here?
Yeah.
Well, if not, I built this one. I built a whole bunch. Like we got our own warehouse in New Jersey. We build them all around the world, like custom PCs. This was the Grizzly Gang PC. Me and T first built for ourselves.
UNT Grizzly.
Uh,
Yeah.
yep. I got a little figure running in this one. I don't know if y'all ever seen something like this. These just started coming out in America, but look at that. It's a little figurine running in there.
Dang.
Pretty dope.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Nice little PC. Them joints, that's them pricey ones though. Like, you can build ones that's much cheaper, but those are the pricier ones, like $5,000 to $6,000 mark PCs because of the value of the stuff that's in it. But
Yeah.
overall, man, yeah, I built the PCs myself.
Got you. So when you say you and T Grizzly built a server, created a server
Mhm.
on Grand Theft Auto,
Correct.
who else servers did you help create?
Deshaun Jackson, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, dude, everybody. I'm building one for Miles Sanders right now.
I'm just talk, cuz. Hello.
Yeah, man. Yeah. McCole Harmon, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Everybody, man. But now I'm starting to build their esports facilities for these guys. So, like, I gotta, I'm Lord's will. It goes through. It will because it's nobody better at me than a job to do it. You know our bloodline. We coldest at what we do. I'm starting to build out the esports facilities for a lot of the major sport networks, so NFL, MLB, etc. I built like their setup. So my setup isn't done in here, but like just a snapshot of like stuff that I do. Like I built the entire setup room, do the entire interior design of their homes. It started for me just people saying, "Hey, I want to start streaming." I have a part of my company, Turner Tech Studio, that helps with basically pushing people forward and getting them together with everything they need via streaming wise. So if you
Right.
need somebody as a tech guy for you, we're almost like the Geek Squad, but we're better than Geek Squad, I would say, for the streaming. So like a lot of
Right.
people will get on the stream and not know how to set some things up. A lot of people aren't tech savvy at all. So you can call into my company. We have guys on 24-hour rotation, saying staffing to be able to assist you with hooking up anything you need streaming wise. From
Mhm.
there, that began a pivot to, hey, bro, I don't know how to hook up this PC. I don't know nothing about PC gaming, and I don't even got time to do it. Those are my athletes. So I go out to their house, hook up their PC stuff, and they'll be like, man, I really want to set up a room. You know anybody can do it? And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Like, I'm a mechanical engineer. I can hook up all of this stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? That went
Right.
from me just putting up a desk with monitors to designing people's entire rooms to now I got a contract with Travis Kelce designing his whole basement of his crib. And that could lead to some with Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift saw the layout and was like, ooh, I might want that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different opportunities that came about from just something small for me just building a Grand Theft Auto server, coding that thing to be able to make it work, to be able to put any little thing inside the server that we wanted to basically bring it to life. From that, T Grizzly then spoke about it online. Everybody and their mama trying to figure out how he made the money off of that. And then he's like, well, I'm not the brains behind that. T Grizzly not sitting there code no server. I'm the guy
Right.
behind the scenes doing it. And that's how I became such a pivotal movement in the gaming space. It was pretty dope.
Yeah. So my homie SL say he just SL say he just pulled up what's the context of what you talking about. Basically, my cousin talking about
Cuzzo,
yep, I see you. You still on?
can you hear me, Cuzzo?
Yep, I hear you. You hear me?
Cuzzo, did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Can you
Hold
hear me?
on.
Hold on, I'm gonna put the link back in here, so just in case he can get back in here. Hold on. But no, my cousin was basically talking about how he got into the creating the how he got into hold on how he got into building PCs and stuff. Hold on, here you go. He finna come back in right now.
Got a call on the other phone that
Yep.
connected to this phone. My apologies.
Oh, got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you would somebody asked what was the concept of what you were talking about. You were talking about how you got into building PCs and then
Mhm.
creating servers. So like the servers is like, I'm trying to get an explanation. So like when I see people on Grand Theft Auto and they got O Block in on the game and all that type of stuff, that's the server, right?
Correct. That's like their own personal server that was built and coded by somebody. Correct.
Gotcha. Where they see Chicago all through there, you see all
Yep.
of that. Okay. Gotcha.
Correct.
So you know how to
Hellcats,
create those.
Trackhawks, all of that. Yep.
You know how to create those servers where they got Hellcats and track halls. You see whole Chicago, you see Los Angeles or something like that or whatever.
Yep. And I have, and I still do create those servers. So it's really big, man. And it created so many big opportunities for folks just from doing that. It's like my idea behind creating the server was I seen folks that didn't look like us, right? That were on here making the money off doing that. And I said, man, our community's not even tapped in with that. If we do that, no, we could have a force on GTA. You know what I'm saying? And they can also, and I also thought about it long term to say, man, if you could have people doing that on the game rather than doing it on the streets, even better.
Yeah,
Keep people out of the streets. And then the gaming side of it, you know, when COVID happened and I was on my way back home to Chicago for a boxing match in Chicago anyway, I started to play the game and live stream it. And I saw that it was not a lot of us white folks playing the game and streaming it like that. So I'm
yeah,
like, hey, I'm like, if I'm good at the game, I'm decent. I had one of my guys that I met on the game. He was like, man, you're real good at the game, bro. Like, for real, for real. If you take this serious or if you stream, you might get some, you know what I'm saying, get some notoriety off of it. So I said, I see. I'm still in the military. I don't think I'll be able to have time to stream. I can play the game on my off time, but as a military officer, I can't do that. So then from there, COVID ended up lasting a little bit longer than it was. I ended up meeting T Grizzly through the game when he had just started his live streaming with like 10 viewers. From there, me and him linked up instantly playing Call of Duty. It was almost like we knew each other for our entire lives. And then, you know, we played the game together. Man, I flew out to California with him one time. And then from there, he's like, bro, let's just get this Grand Theft Auto stuff going. If you can figure it out, man, we can bust everything down 50-50. And that's how it happened. It's like, I was like, shoot, I figured out. You know who he is, cuzzo. You tell me you
yeah.
gonna figure something out, they can make us some money. Don't worry about it. I'll stay up till I figure out how to do it.
You hear me?
But I was just blessed to be able to already have coding knowledge because I am a mechanical engineer and I was studying to be a mechanical engineer at the time at the
Yeah,
Naval Academy. There ain't no better crucible than going through it at the number one public school in the nation.
right.
And, you know, learning those things and then having the resources of the people around me to be able to ask those questions when I needed it, it just made it all the better to where I really didn't know how big it was going to be at the beginning of it all. But on the back end of it, I sit back and I look at the stuff that I put in and the work that we put in, whether people know it was me or not. I sit back and see everything that was birthed from a small creation of me sitting at home playing a video game when I was a little
Yeah.
kid to a teenager to a grown man and seeing how gaming has just revolutionized the world and changed it forever.
Facts. Now, my cousin on screen, my cousin, his father, he's big gamer. We used to go to uncle, we go to uncle in them house, play the game all the time. We play all different type of games and all of that. We got into it heavily. Getting down, like I said, uncle would have us playing Halo, all of that. Cuz got into heavy gaming, and not even your little brother,
Right.
he be, he got into it. All the cousin, RJ and them be all onto it,
Mhm.
all into playing games and stuff like
Right.
that too. I want to talk about this. When you streaming, where do you stream your gameplay on? Like Twitch or something like that?
Yes, sir. I stream it on Twitch, Twitch TV. So Twitch is one of the main hubs of streaming, and I usually upload everything to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. But I just haven't uploaded on the YouTube for years. Actually, it was like just going through the ebbs and flows of life, having a baby, stopped streaming so much when I had the first baby because I had to have a work balance. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
was just like, okay, cool, let me get off. And I stopped streaming so much, but streaming on Twitch is my primary source for sure.
Got you. So, my homie Zero asks, how was brother Nat able to align himself with these people? I'm assuming maybe he's saying like T Grizzly and them. I'm assuming maybe. Um,
So to answer that question, um, man, it's just all about energy. I would say it's a lot of other things, but I would say the primary thing was, man, I was cold at Call of Duty. Like when Cuzzo being super humble with his answer. We was cold at video game. Me and my cousin, my family, my pops, everybody, we was cold. And
yeah,
me playing a game at such a young age, it gave me an edge that a lot of people didn't have. right? And then I was very good at the game. When I say very good, I was like top 10 in the world on Call of Duty during COVID. Like I was top 10 in the entire global leaderboards. So when I started playing Call of Duty, a lot of people started to see my name on there and was like, okay, cool, it's dude cold. So I was playing. A lot of people was coming to my chat like, man, he gotta be cheating. He gotta be
You
cheating.
were top 10 in
And
the country?
I was top 10 in the nation, like the entire player base on Call of Duty. I was number 6.
Yeah. Hmm.
And it was like I started winning these tournaments against Nick Merckx, Swag, all these phase guys, and they like, bro, who is this dude? And then when they found out I was playing on a military base with a mobile hotspot, I was using my cell phone as a hotspot on the Xbox. They like, oh, this can't be true. And then
Yeah.
everybody started flooding the stream, like, oh, this dude cold. And I was playing with other bigger streamers that were also millions and millions of followers, viewers, and stuff like that, to where start playing with those guys, winning these tournaments with those guys, carrying those guys. A lot of people started to know my name a little bit. So
Right.
then I would say I give a lot of credit to my boy T Grizzly because once I linked up with him being who he is, a multi-platinum recording artist, he also didn't gatekeep a lot of stuff. He was like, no, this is my guy that does all of my PC stuff to all of his famous friends that was like, how are you making this much money playing a video game? And
Right.
he then was like, no, you think I'm sitting here knowing how to do this stuff on the computer? No, it's Nat, aka Corey, right? But my alias online, my nickname, my gamer tag is Nat Turner. Hopefully y'all know who that is. You know what I'm saying? But Nat
Yeah.
Turner, being who he is, and it just made it so much to where people was like, "No, bro, you got to go tap in with that. If you need something with your computer, you need help fixing it. He'll be the guy to tap in and do all the stuff for you." And
Right.
that's how that happened.
Got you. My homie SL say, Nat, you prefer AMD or Intel for processor?
So man, you got to switch it up now. I would have lived and died by Intel a year and a half, 2 years ago, but AMD has started to take over. Like for instance, the PC I have sitting on this table right here has a Intel 14900KS in it, but this one has
Okay.
an AMD 3D processor. Now the difference
Okay.
is for anybody, I'll make it short too. I don't want to get too much on that point, but AMD has started to take over for gaming because Intel has just started to poop the bed a little bit as it comes down to making those higher end cards. Because
Got
a
you.
lot of people aren't buying those super, 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 super high end cards because they cost thousands of dollars. So there ain't no point in putting millions of dollars in resources and updating those thousands of cards when it's probably only 1,000 people in the world that got it out of a million people that's probably buying a cheaper version of that. So it's like AMD is going to be the way to go for right now.
Got you. Okay. So walk us through like when you first linked up with T Grizzly, y'all was just in the game together and he just hollered at you when y'all was playing on live or whatever.
Say that one more time, cuz you broke up for me a little bit.
How did you link when you linked up with T Grizzly the first time you connected with him? Y'all was just playing online and he just hit you up or something?
Yep. So me and him played online. It was like he was playing with some weak folks on COD and he couldn't get a win. Like he couldn't get a win on Warzone. It's called Warzone. When Warzone came out, that was like the hardest game mode to get a win on because you had to kill everybody in the lobby and be the last person standing.
Yeah.
So he was playing with these guys, and I came in there. They like, man, anybody. He like, man, anybody that can carry me, man, that's cold at this game, man, join up. So then I'm like, yo, what's good? I'm like, dog, I'm cold at the game. Like, if you want to
Mhm.
play, then let's get to it. So we got in the game, and man, I dropped like 30 kills, won the game. He like, ain't no way, bro. You gotta be cheating or something. I'm like, no, I ain't cheating,
Right.
bro. I'm playing on the Xbox. I didn't even have a PC at the time. So
Right.
then I'm like, no, I'm playing on the Xbox. And then we was just the vibe that we had, we was just kicking, laughing through that whole entire stream to where he like, bruh, man, I'm about to shoot you my number on the Twitch channel. I'm about to shoot you my number. Like the first day we met. And then he shot me his number. Me and him was chopping it up. And then me and him, like I said, you would have thought he was one of our family members, cuz like, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how cool he was. That's how cool I was to him as well. And I ain't want nothing from him. And that's something that made me and T relationship thrive so much because I didn't need nothing from him. He ain't need nothing from me. And it was just like, man, it was two guys that just wanted to play the game together, have fun. And I was cold carrying him at the game and teaching him stuff. So that's what made the relationship flourish a little bit more as well.
Got you. Got you. Did you do Sauce Gardner thing too or not?
I did Sauce Gardner server too. Yep.
Did Sauce
I did.
Gardner server?
Yep.
You
Yep.
did Miko Hardman. You
Yeah, I
said
did.
Deshaun
Deshaun
Jackson.
Jackson. Man, everybody. Like, shoot, I did Lamar Jackson set up at his house. I did Neo set up. Um, Uchenna Nwosu. I did so many people stuff. It don't make no sense.
Who
Like
you just say?
Uchenna Nwosu, he played for the Seahawks.
Yeah, okay, got you.
He a
Yeah,
linebacker for the Seahawks. I
yeah.
didn't did, bro. We didn't build PCs for everybody though. I built a PC for Trump and his son.
What?
Like, yeah, we did Trump's. We did Casanat, the big streamer. We built all his PCs. We built his PCs for his 30-day Mafia-thon. That's my company that did that for all the PCs and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, man, we did a lot of stuff, man. Like for everybody, like literally for everybody. We built PCs for gaming orgs, and then I turned around and I implemented the esports organizations throughout the service academies. So West Point, Air Force Academy, Naval Academy, and the Navy in general have an esports team now for gaming.
Got you. Dang.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
cause,
fire.
you out here cold with it, man, for real.
Man, I appreciate you, cuz man. Look, like I
Yeah,
tell you
you out
at the
here.
beginning, man, it was you. It was you.
Nah,
Man, we
man.
watched you strive. We watched you, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about be the man and be cool. I never forget when you was Mississippi Valley State. Well, come on, man.
That's
Hey, look,
love,
I
man.
hope the people know about that. You know what I'm
My
saying?
cuz,
Come
that's
on
love.
now.
That's
Come
love,
on now.
man. I'm like I said, I'm proud of all. I'm proud of you, what you doing, man. Like this is not a minor thing at all. This is real big stuff. And like I said, not everybody can do this. What did when Django say on Django? I am that that what is it? I am that one Negro in 10,000. You know what I'm saying?
I am the
Yeah,
one, and we are the one. We are the one. What is it called? The talented 10th.
yeah.
We got a talented 10th, Cuzzo. And man, like I said, man, you did that for us. I'm
That's
trying
love,
not to get
man.
emotional. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to get
Appreciate y'all.
emotional for
I
that.
appreciate y'all,
Because
man.
as I went through what I went through, man, I was the first black man at the Naval Academy to ever receive the MLK Drum Major Award. And that made me so happy because I'm like, hey, I did something my cousin did. I did something, you
Man,
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I did something that a lot of other black folks ain't did as
that's
well. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
ain't did nothing like that. That's
No,
amazing,
I'm
man.
just talking about, man, being the top of the top. Like, man, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You was a straight A student, scholastic scholarships through
Hmm.
everything, through your master's degree. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that right there inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I seen you do it, so I know it could be done. You see what I'm
That's love,
saying?
family.
So it's
That's
like
love.
that's why I said, man, you'll always have that place in my heart with that, man. You know, and then my father on the back end of me getting out the military, not knowing the direction I was gonna take, and me being depressed, and finally getting over that depression this past year. You know what I'm saying? My father said, "Hey, son, you did a good job, man, and you're doing a good job. Like,
Man,
don't be too hard on yourself. You
yeah,
did something a lot of us ain't never did. A lot of us ain't never been out the country. You did
yeah,
travel all across the world, son. You did a good job, and you still doing a good job. So, man,
yeah,
I appreciate
man.
you, because I was bred in that, man. I love y'all, man.
That's love, cuz that's love. My homie SL said you ever play on stream servers back in the day? Team Fortress, Counter Strike, Source, etc.
No, I just like up until 2019. 2020, that's when I first got my ever PC. Other than that, I was playing on Xbox the entire time. I never knew about PC gaming. I knew about it a little bit because that's another thing Cuzzo mentioned as well. My father got us into gaming, but my father also is the pivotal force behind me getting into PCs and computers in the first place,
Yeah.
because that is his job in totality. He
Hmm.
was the head guy in Chicago for everything
Hmm.
technological field, you know what I'm saying? Putting up
Yeah.
their data centers, putting up their, you know what I'm saying, bandwidth towers, etc. That was my father. So seeing him do that, not only be a producer and making music, you know what I'm saying? Young soldiers in training, you know, I don't know if they know about that, cuzzo, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But doing the music and the producer side, but also the computing side of things, it all meshed together, and it just made me that much more responsive to be able to just walk into that. So it was really smooth.
Yeah, man. Look. Hey, like I said, you was a sharp brother, cuz like for real. Like I be
I
looking like my
appreciate you,
cousin.
cuzzo.
I tell everybody my cousin do all of this. He do all of this, man. Like, so let me just walk you through this. What back to the military? What made you want to go to the military in the first place?
Man, my mama, when I was staying with my mama through high school, we was homeless for a little bit. We lost
Mhm.
our crib, we lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I had to go stay with Pops for a little minute, but then I was still young, immature, mad at my pops. So my mama made me mad at my pops. So now I'm hating on my pops. So I'm leaving because I don't want to hear him. You ain't been in my life. I'm blaming everything on him, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm back with my mama, but we homeless. So now my mama's staying with, I don't even know where my mama was at to that time. You know what I'm saying? My sister was staying with my granny on my mama's side, and I was staying with our Aunt Dale because we didn't have no place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I kid you not, I was like, man, I never want to feel this feeling again. And I remember when we broke back into our apartment on 82nd and Stony Island, and there was no heat, no nothing on. It was like -40 and -65 wind chill in Chicago that winter. We had one comforter. You know what I'm saying? It was me. I was behind my mama. My sister was in my mama lap, and we was holding to try to get some warmth. And then I told myself, I said, man, I never want to feel this cold again. And at
Mm-hmm.
some point, we got to bite the frost back because I damn near thought I was going to get frostbite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from that, playing football, man, I had through high school, I was playing football, I was balling. I ended up getting an offer from a whole bunch of different schools, but my biggest one was Notre Dame. So I went and did my visit at Notre Dame
I
with
remember
Coach
that.
Kelly at the time. And man, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm coming to Notre Dame. He said, now you got to get your grades together, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before we can really give you this offer, you got to get your grades right. And at that time, starting junior year, like my sophomore grades, freshman grades was not that good, but I'm super smart. I just didn't like school. So at
Right.
that point, I'm like, all right, cool. I started getting straight A's. I'm like, sure, this is what it is. Let me get these straight A's then so I can go to Naval Academy. Notre Dame. But then I started doing speech and drama. Speech and drama got me scholarships, full ride scholarships at UCLA, you know what I'm saying, Juilliard, Bradley. I was doing radio speaking and dramatic duet acting for the state of Illinois. So that was
Right.
like a pivotal change in my life too. But then I sat back in my mind, I said, okay, if I try to go to the league, if I try to go to Notre Dame, go to the NFL, that's going to be 3-4 years before I make some serious bread and take care of my family on the way back.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, dang, if I get hurt, and that was right when Jadeveon Clowney they had changed that rule because Jadeveon Clowney was hurt, but he still had the scholarship. They was like, ain't no more sitting on your scholarship if you hurt and can't play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This before NIL, this before all of that. So I was like, okay, cool. Lord forbid I get hurt. Now I'm out my scholarship. Now I can't go to the league to take care of my family. What I'm gonna do? Now all them years is separated and passed. My family ain't got nothing. All right, bet. So cool. NFL, that's out the window. If I go this acting route, that's not gonna give me no money at all for a while. All right, cool. I'm gonna just go to the military because I need to stay out the streets in Chicago. So then I decided to then go to the military. I'm talking about just off of a whim. Like I went
Mm-hmm.
to the Marine Corps office. I did RTC at Simeon for a little bit. Went to the Marine Corps office. They weren't trying to pay nothing. Went to the so I was like Air Force ain't doing nothing. They ain't fighting, so I ain't going there. And then this lady had called me going out. The Marine Corps office and was like, "We'll pay you. Some good money. Take the
Right.
ASVAB. We'll see what we can get you."
Right.
And that's how it happened. I ended up taking the ASVAB, got a 96 on the ASVAB. They wanted me to become a nuke. You know what I'm saying? A nuke, she was like, no, don't do that because you gonna be under the ship. Ain't gonna ever see your family. I'm like, oh Lord, let me not do that then.
Right.
Then from there, I ended up, she convinced me to be an AO, an aviation ordnance, but I passed the SEAL screener. I passed the SEAL screener. I passed
Mm-hmm.
the EOD screener. The EOD screener was like a part of that SEAL screener. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe I could become a Navy SEAL. You know what I'm saying? And then my god cousin was like, nah, man, you ain't gonna ever see your family to even give them that money if you become a Navy SEAL. So I'm
Right.
like, okay, cool. And then, I ended up becoming an AO and then transitioning over to EOD on the back end, explosive ordnance disposal. Hurt Locker, I would say, if you watch the Hurt Locker, you'll be able to see what job I was doing as well.
Yeah.
But that's how I became to join the military.
Got you. Got you. Look, you did some boxing in the military too, didn't you?
Yeah, man, I was national champion Golden Glove, man.
Ah, you
Yeah. I was
did
cold,
everything,
but
bro.
hey, look, you know what I'm saying? No, we was tough though, man. I ended up
Yeah.
boxing for Navy because I ended up full circle, which is crazy. Ended up going to the Naval Academy and walking on to the football team, took a middle linebacker starting position. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about?
Yeah, that's
Took
what I'm
his
talking about.
position cold, you know what I'm saying? And I
Amazing.
ended up tearing my hip. I ended up tearing my hip and having to have hip surgery in January 2018. So it was literally this time, January 2018, I had just had surgery on my hip. And then they was like, you can try to play, but you ain't playing this season. And then it's gonna take you about 6 months to really start learning how to walk again with your no hip. So I'm
Right.
like, man, I'm not about to risk trying to play football. I'm not going to the league, you know what I'm saying, out the Naval Academy. So I'm not going to go to the league at Naval Academy. And I'm not about to risk my job, my 6-figure salary job out of the Naval Academy doing this. So I'm like, man, what can I do? But I had so much aggression because the Naval Academy was a 3% black school. They put on
Yeah.
stats a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a 3% black school, and a lot of the black folks that was there didn't even want to be black.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
I'm from Chicago. If you look at the stats
Right.
of everything, I'm
We
not supposed to be there.
right. We from Chicago, Joe.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We from Chicago. You hear me? So it's like I'm not supposed to be there by their statistics. I'm not a straight A student because that's the hardest school to get into. It's harder to get into than Harvard. It's a 4% acceptance rate. All these kids was the number one scholastic student in a state, in a region, whatever the case may be. And I'm
Right.
like, dang. But me knowing how smart I was, I tested the ACT to get into the academy again, scored a 32 on the ACT, had a
Yeah.
96 on my ASVAB, had
32.
yeah, I had a 32 out of 36, and I retook it to get into the academy. I studied my
I
butt off.
never knew that, cuz that's crazy.
Yeah, so man, I ended up retaking ACT, got a 32 on that joint,
Yeah. So
got accepted. Go ahead.
everybody's saying I'm gonna have to interview you because the first half of this was me talking about the LeBron and Rich Paul and the Michael Jordan. I'm gonna have to interview you
Mm-hmm.
separately so we can get your whole story told on its own. You dig on its own, you know what I mean, platform. Because I
Mm-hmm.
say, yo, my cut, you for real. Because you talking
Man, I
that.
appreciate you, cuzzo,
I
man.
never knew. I never knew you had a 32 on the ACT though. That's major.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is major, man.
Man,
Like,
I appreciate it, cuzzo.
yeah, cause you did everything, man. Like, and that's why, like I say, I always look at you and say, my cousin, man, he doing everything. I remember when you was the voice on the Navy thing. I'm like, my little cousin, man. I know we only y'all only 2 years younger than me, but I always say my little cousin, right? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So yeah, man, like I say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the family man that you are, proud of the father that you are, you know what I mean, the businessman that you are. And
Thank you, cousin. Likewise, man. Likewise,
yeah,
cuzzo.
it's been excellent to watch for real, for real. So cuz
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta I gotta go because I gotta go make a run though.
Yes,
But
sir.
I don't know whatever time you free this week, or we can have an actual um like a interview type thing,
Mm-hmm.
maybe for like an hour. You know what I
Just let me,
mean?
cuzzo, man. Look, I would love to. Ain't even
Yeah.
nothing you gotta ask like it's a favor, cuzzo. I am honored to be on your channel. You was doing YouTube way before anybody was doing YouTube. Come on, man. Like,
Back in the
come
day,
on, cuzzo,
man.
man. I admire what you've been doing, man. I love it, cuzzo. So, like I said, man, you just let me know what time I'll be there, man. I appreciate you for having me on, for real, for real.
All love, cuz all
Yes,
love,
sir.
cuz everybody in the comments appreciate it too, man.
Man,
So
I
we're gonna have
appreciate
to
y'all as well,
we're
man.
gonna have it, and I'm gonna have to title the live stream where we actually talk about what you do, because I know it's gonna be even more people coming on when they hear what you do and how
Yes,
you,
sir.
your story and everything too. And so we're gonna set that up, cuz. But all love, family. I
Love,
love you.
cuzzo, man. Love you, man.
I
Kiss
love
the
you,
kids for
cuz.
me too, man. Give me a hug for man.
I
Yes,
definitely
sir.
will, cuz. I definitely
All right,
will, cuz.
cuzzo, man. Love y'all. Appreciate you, chat.
I love,
All
cuz.
right, y'all.
Yep. As y'all seen, my cuz came through here telling us his amazing story, everything that he's accomplished in life. My cousin did some amazing, profound things. He did everything. He was boxing. He was in the Navy, in the Naval Academy, which is like the top of the top, cream of the crop for anybody to ever be in. Been building PCs, building servers for some of the top athletes, professional athletes you could ever think of. One of the top gamers in the country, all of that, man. This is the first time I had him on here, so we're gonna have him on here again this week. But I thank all y'all for jumping through. I thought y'all was gonna chop it up then. No, man, we look, I didn't know what we was gonna talk about either. But we got into what he does, and it went all into amazing conversation. I'm gonna see if I can get him on, if not tomorrow, Tuesday, and we can have a whole little sit down with it. I appreciate all y'all for popping on. I gotta make a run, so I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. Machiavelli Mills TV, thank y'all. Peace.